Hello everyone, welcome to week number 85 for Zur. I am in my PAX hotel room, so I'm gonna keep my voice quiet as to not be a jerk to my neighbors. Zur is located in front of the big brown doors by the speaker, so that's over to the left when you spawn in Tower North. Starting from the bottom, what do we have? We have Plasma Drive and Stealth Drive for those rare blue quality sparrows, 3 heavy ammo packs for 1 strange coin, 5 3 of coins for 7 strange coins, 3 glass needles for a bunch of stuff, and 1 motive light for 2 strange coins. Titans, you are getting Helm of Inmost Light. The main bonus gives you Headstrong and Death from Above from the Striker tree for free. This helm has never really been top tier, and it continues to kind of be not top tier at all. In PvE, I think you can basically ignore it since Striker is among the least commonly used subclasses in PvE, and it's not worth the exotic slot at all. In PvP, it's a little bit better. I personally find Death from Above clunky to use at times, but if you enjoy using Death from Above, I think that's going to be the main deciding factor in whether or not you use this helm. Death from Above plus Shockwave makes for a very potent Fist of Havoc, so it'll surprise your enemies for sure. If you like Death from Above, then you'll probably like this helm. If you don't like Death from Above, then you probably don't want to use this helm. I prefer the reliability of the Armamentarium for most of my PvP adventures. Hunters, you are getting Returning Year 1 Exotic Lucky Raspberry. The main bonus is where your arc bolt chains farther and you spawn with grenade energy. This was the Blade Dancer exotic in year 1, back when arc bolt was much stronger than it was. It dealt a lot more damage back in year 1. Arc bolt's still good, but I don't know if it's good enough to completely warrant using an exotic based around the ability. I don't play Blade Dancer that much, so other Blade Dancers might want to comment down below. Tarantella feels like a slightly better version than Lucky Raspberry, especially because it works for all grenades, and it also affects your super, but that doesn't mean the Lucky Raspberry got worse or anything like that. It's still the same Lucky Raspberry, and so it's still good in that regard. You know, spawning with grenade energy is very good for something like Trials of Osiris, to get a grenade every single round, especially where, you know, opening engagements are so important, and having that grenade could be the difference between getting a good opening engagement and not getting a good opening engagement. So other Blade Dancers may want to comment below and you know, let us know. Let us know if you think it's going to be worth it. Warlocks, you are getting Purifier Robes, also a Returning Year 1 exotic. The main bonus makes it so that you blind enemies when you self-res using Fireborn. This was a pretty hot exotic when it first came out back in House of Wolves, but a lot of people learned to counter this effect pretty quickly by simply standing slightly farther away from the Warlock. Not that you'd ever want to be standing near a self-resing Warlock. I was never hugely fond of these robes for basically that reason, but you know, I can see why other people were. If you catch someone off guard, if they're not ready for you, you're probably going to kill them as soon as you res back up. So these robes are really about your ability to res at the right time to catch someone so that you're able to kill them while they're not paying attention. And they're blind, that also helps. If no one is near you though, then it's not useful at all. Plus, I don't really like exotics or anything that rely on me dying in order for them to be useful. I'd rather have something useful while I am alive. In PvE, it's a good way to ensure that you won't just spawn and then immediately die to whatever you're fighting, but I don't feel that that effect is hugely necessary in PvE due to the damage reduction of Radiance. I don't really feel like you need it. Monte Carlo is the weapon of the week. Monte Carlo has never been a top tier weapon at any point in the game's life, and at the moment I don't think it is right now. It historically handled a little bit better than its brother Hard Light, although I can't say that I've used either weapon after the patch. I've not used either one. The handling is very, very nice, and its bonus is probably one of the cooler bonuses in the game, where every hit charges your melee, and every kill has a chance to fully charge your melee. This bonus may be useful in Challenge of the Elders if there is a melee point modifier, so extra points for melee kills, so that is one reason I would consider picking it up. I think Bad Juju is a better exotic for those of you who bought that last week, or whenever that was, last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. So if you're short on coins because of your Bad Juju purchase, then I don't think there's any sort of rush to get this, but it's not a terrible weapon by any case. It's not god tier amazing though, either. The Legacy Engram is body armor, so that's year 1 body armor at year 1 defense levels. If you get a year 1 body armor, say Lucky Raspberry or Purifier Robes, they will be in your year 2 blueprint vendor as well. That is your Xur week number 85 on PAX East. If you are here as well, here's where you can find me. Booth number 9068, aka the Battleborn booth, Friday from 2 to 6 p.m., Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m., and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is where I will be. Script, please scroll down. Thank you very much. Otherwise, I will be roaming the show floor, I'm sure. Do not be afraid to come say hello to me, take a picture, whatever you want to talk about Destiny, talk about Division, talk about whatever game you want, I don't care. Don't be afraid to come say hello. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.